You are valuable. You do have purpose. You are not what they said you were. Prosperity will find you. You are successful. You are beautiful. Your past does not define you. The moment you decide to look outside of yourself for value is the moment you give your rights away to be authentically you. Your value is not in what your mother thinks of you, what your father thinks of you, what your family and friends think of you. Your value is what you think of yourself. That is the secret to authentically loving and being you.
Welcome to Soul Food with Sadie. It's time to feed your soul, uplifting others through inspiration, motivation, and edifying the soul so we can be the best version of ourselves. Here's your host, Sadie Evans.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to Soul Food with Sadie. I have a very special guest. I have been watching this lady via social media, and she is killing the women empowerment game. I have Miesha Henderson, who is the founder of Sisters Empowerment Movement and the owner of Explicit Monet Couture. How are you, Miesha? I'm honored to have you on the show.
I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, because I was like, what? Yes, honey. Yes, we are in the building today representing Sisters Empowerment Movement.
Yes, love everything about it. So can you tell us about who you are and exactly what you do and how you got to where you are today?
Okay, so a little bit about who I am. Again, my name is Miesha Henderson. I am first a entrepreneur when it comes to selling clothes. I started off as being a stylist. Then from there, I started off with having my own clothing boutique. It is online at explicitmonet.com. With me doing clothes, I just wanted to make women feel confident when they put on anything. We specialize in having sassy but classy, so definitely want to make sure that our clothes are for classy women, of standard and of substance. Also wanted to make sure that I built confidence. So from there, took it a step further and started Sisters Empowerment Movement. I started it in my home. Most people don't know that. I started with a round table at my house. And we really started based on, it's a lot of women that are not able to pay for therapy. And they may need someone to talk to. I wanted to create a judgment-free zone that we're able to empower and be able to hang around like-minded women without feeling like you're being judged.
Yes.
And being able to tell your problems and get help from other women. And it worked out. It worked out. That was back in 2018, took it back to January 2019 and did another one, and those women brought their friends. Everybody brought a friend. Then 2019, October, I actually brought it to the forefront with the public. I blasted it on all of my social media pages. And from there, girl, I wasn't even expecting what I expected. I'm just gonna, when I say it was almost 100 people, the room was filled.
Wow.
And I did not even know, because of ticket sales, most people bought tickets at the door. My mom was like, Miesha, is so many people in here. I said, what? They had to bring out more chairs.
That is awesome.
Because that's how many people was there. And then from that event, I said, you know what? How can I help my females out a little bit more? I took it a step further and became a master certified life coach. So therefore, I could be equipped to be able to give these women what they needed not just talk to them, but actually be educated to talk to them as well, and partner with other women that are therapists, psychologists, in order to help get them what they need. Because at the end of the day, you're no one unless you help the person beside you.
So
people gonna remember you based on what you did and how you served.
That is so true. That is so true.
So that is me.
And that, I feel like you just been authentic to who you are, and you can tell that you wanted to help women feel confident because you started the boutique. But sometimes it's more than the outside, you know. I believe it's always the inside is where it starts, because we can look good in these clothes, but if we feel like crap on the inside, I mean, what benefit is that? So because you authentically showed up for yourself, it helped you gain your tribe. It helped you build your tribe. Was there any limited beliefs that stood in your way when you was on this journey of helping women become the best versions of themselves?
Absolutely. I started this group because of me.
Okay.
I started this group because I needed to be uplifted. I needed to be empowered. I was doing things that I wasn't believing what I was doing. I wasn't believing how I looked. You know, are you pretty enough? Are you enough? Are you worthy enough? And it's like, you know what, Miesha, how many other people feel that way? The way you feel. You're not alone. Girl, I went to sleep. Oh, we're starting a group.
Wow.
You know, like that was God.
Yes.
How else are you going to be helped? No, it's not just you being able to be helped. It takes you to help a tribe.
Yes.
And that is what helps me with being able to overcome those trials and tribulations and doubt, the imposter syndrome, everything. Because every day I'm not even going to sit here and say that, oh, I have it together. No, I'm a master certified life coach and I still don't have it together. But it's the fact of being able to make sure that you don't give up. You out of the running right before you start if you give up.
Yes, you already defeated if you go into it with a defeated mindset.
Exactly.
So wow. Fred Hammond got a song, and in his song it says, "Let me encourage you while I encourage myself." When you was saying that it was for you first, that's how what I felt like. So while I'm encouraging you,
encourage yourself.
Yes. Yes. Did you ever think that those beliefs will hinder you from getting to where you are right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I thought about, why would anyone want to be in my group if I'm not empowering myself, or if I'm not able to empower myself the correct way of what society may say that this is how I empower myself. You still deal with confidence and being overweight yourself. How can you help someone else with being able to help their self? And that's again that word imposter syndrome. But when I started to become myself and be my authentic self and let everyone know that I am not perfect. I struggle every day. But the thing about it is, you write a plan and you execute it.
Yes. Yes.
The only person holding you back is yourself.
Absolutely. People don't understand that. And a lot of times they look around at others, you know, just seeing your success. I wouldn't think that you were lacking in those areas. But again, we look at other people's life and we think, oh, they got it all together. They're so perfect, never realizing what they had to go through to get there, or what limited beliefs they had to uproot to get there, or what type of mind transformation they had to go through to get to where they are today. So
absolutely, because people know where I am, but they don't know my struggle.
Yeah.
They don't know my journey. They don't know my story.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, so it's just like, and then you have where people imitate, duplicate. And oh, it's not going the way hers is going. It's not going the way hers went. It's not going the way, but when God has gave you the vision, no one can take it from you. No one can duplicate it. No one has the same sauce that you have, sis. No one can do it like you do it, sis.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to tell myself every day. What God has for me is for me.
Yeah.
And what he has for you is for you.
Come on, say that a little louder. People do not understand that. I created an app to help individuals access resources in the community from back where I'm from in Nebraska. Well, it got stolen from me, and this person's blew up because they had the money. I did not have the money. But guess what? All the information was wrong on it and everything. And I'm not saying that to bash what they did. What I'm saying is when God gives you the provision for something and it's for you, even when people try to duplicate you, it ain't going to prosper the way yours would have prospered. So people need to hear that. What God has for you is for you. That is why so much competition is with the African-American women, is because we always want to compete against each other, not realizing there's a billion people in this world. There's enough money to go around, and what's for me is for me. So what does mind transformation mean to you?
Mind transformation. It means to me that in order to get where you're trying to be in life, you have to change your mindset. With us growing up in a Black community, I know you're from a different area than me. We wasn't talking about finances. We wasn't talking about the way we should look, dress, eat, eating healthy and things like that. We didn't have that growing up. So we have to change our mindset now. Now that what's the word? If you know better, you do better.
Yes.
So we have to change our mindset to take away that doubt, to take away that fear, to be able to educate ourselves on financing and eating healthy, eating right, and break those habits. Because if you say you can't, you can't. You say you can, then you can. But it's up to you in the way that you think.
Yes. And it's like almost like breaking generational curses.
Absolutely.
You got to go back and do that work. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's we think it's impossible because we never had a standard to measure. We might be the first successful business owner in our family or the first author in our family or something like that. So we start to have these limited beliefs like, oh, are they going to think I'm better than them? Just all this stuff that, is rooted in limited beliefs. And we was conditioned to believe that we just need to uproot and really do it. Because like she said, if you say you can, you can. If you say you can't, you can't. It's like, you get a superpower when you say I can. It's like all these solutions come to you. Can you give me a time where you had to shift your mindset to get to where you are right now?
I have to shift my mindset every day.
Yes.
I have to shift my mindset every day.
Yes.
Okay, so a time where I had to shift my mindset. I'll use my last conference, for example. That was in 2020 via Zoom. So many people was doing things for free. And I was like, if I don't do it for free, nobody's gonna come. Because no one wants to be on a Zoom meeting and they didn't have to go anywhere. They don't want to have to pay to be on a Zoom meeting. And I was like, you know what? I had to shift my mindset because if I thought about that, then all the time and effort that I put into making this happen wouldn't have been what it is. Because during COVID, I had been giving free things away the whole time COVID was in.
Yes.
And I was like, well, this is my main conference. I'm going to have to sell a ticket. I'm going to have to sell the tickets. And from there, I say, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who can come, who can buy, can buy. You know, what people want to spend their money on, they're going to spend their money however they want to spend their money, Miesha.
Yes.
You can't worry about that. I'm going to talk and speak the same way as if it was 5 people in the room versus if it was 100 and some people in the room. They're still going to get the same Miesha.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how I had to change.
Yeah. Huh? I've seen your event. So honey, you better charge. I mean, because it has substance, you know, via Zoom, or it has, and like you said, people gonna pay for what they want to pay for.
Yes.
So good thing you shifted your mindset and did not do it for free, because honestly, people wouldn't even been able to retain it or enjoy it because people don't appreciate free.
I just told somebody that the other day, and it's not because of other people, it's because of me too. If you told me to come somewhere and it was going to be free, 9 times out of 10 I may or may not come. I don't know. Like, it was free, so I'm like, oh no, like, you know, it's like I'm really not putting too much effort into it since it was free. Mm-hmm. But and when I have to pay, I'm gonna make sure I'm there. You know, especially depending on how much I paid for it. If I paid a lot for it, oh, no, I'm not doing nothing on this day because I'm definitely going to that event.
Yes.
Just like you buy a concert ticket. You're not missing no concert. Rick Ross, whoever about to come this month, you know, Rick Ross and all them, they paid $100 some on the tickets. They ain't missing that concert.
At all.
At all. Period.
That's exactly how it is because when it's free, I forget a lot of free stuff. Like, but if I pay for a course, I'm showing up. If I pay for an event, I'm showing up. And it's not like I intentionally do it, but free, I feel like free devalues something.
Free devalues everything. Yeah. And I use that in my coaching as well. I've offered free consultations when I was first starting out. And sometimes people would show up. Sometimes people would text me at the last minute. Sometimes people would, you should at least be courteous to give someone a 24 or 48 hour notice. Mm-hmm. Like, I could have put somebody else in your spot. I could have, you know, and it's like, people don't value your time when it's something for free. And I said, oh, well, I can't do that anymore. I see why when you get your hair done, it's a $25 deposit.
Yep.
I see it now. I see it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Why do you think our mindset is so important when we face obstacles in life?
Your mindset is important because that actually makes or break what you want to be, what you want to do, what you're able to do. If I focused on getting sales more than I thought about empowering women, then I would have stopped doing this a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Because it's your mindset. It has to be a passion. It has to be a passion of what you're doing. You can't just say you're doing something just to do it. You have to put a lot of thought and effort, and your mindset has to be positive. Whatever you have to do in order to make you have a mindset that's positive, whether you're doing affirmations, whether you're listening to someone on YouTube or social media, like you have to change. If you can't change your mindset on your own, then you need to actually listen to something that's going to help change your mindset. Their daily Bible verses, like it's a lot of things that you'll be able to do to change the mindset that you have, but that's something that's up to you. And that your mindset is over everything, because nobody can tell you what to put in your mind. You can say, hey, Sadie, you're going to be a great podcast host. You're going to be a great coach. You're going to be but if you do not believe it yourself, then what is the purpose of me saying it?
Exactly.
You're not going to believe it.
That is so true. You have to believe in you. Like, our value and our validation is not in someone else. It's within. That is the secret to authentically loving and being you. And you are so right. Your mindset is what makes or break you. It is truly what makes or break you. Can you give me 3 ways that you shifted your mindset to achieve the success that you have right now?
3 ways that I've shifted the mindset. Meditation is one.
Yes, that's every one of the guests have said meditation.
Yes, meditation is one. I have to sit down and meditate, pray, and make sure that I listen to something that is going to set my mindset in a different direction. And from there, I have an aha moment. I have an aha moment every day. Yes. Because, like I said, doubt comes into place, and doubt is of the devil.
Yes.
And when doubt comes into play, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I don't know how to, like, then from there, it's like, no, where did that come from? No, you can do this.
Yes.
You have done this. And that's all you need to say, because like you said, it's the value that you have amongst yourself. Mm-hmm. No one sees the value more than you see your own value.
So believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. I want to go back to when you said, like, if you was looking for money instead of transformation in what you do, you would have been done quit a long time ago. That is right there why you're going to prosper, because a lot of people do these events and stuff and they like, oh, if I don't make this amount of money, they be angry about it. But you looking at really and then your tickets ain't really expensive, like, at all. But you really put on for your events. You really do. You make people feel good.
Girl, it's crazy because I was in a car, because this is my city. Yeah. And I was listening to Jeezy with my friend. I was like, this is the song that, that this is the anthem. She said, oh, you want to know what I put on for my city? I really do. Yes. I give you guys way more than what you paid for. Yes. I make sure that you're satisfied. I make sure that it's talked about for years and years to come. And that's exactly what it's still doing. I put on a retreat. I didn't even charge. I only charged $750.
Mm-hmm. It was beautiful.
When I say, it's nobody but God. Nobody but God. Nobody but God. Yes. For Chef, you in an 11-bedroom house, you in it, like, it's just phenomenal. I do by due diligence. Yes.
And you take your time with it. And
yes.
I believe time is way worth more than money. Like, you take your time with it. So you put millions in it. You put millions in it, and you make it, what I love about it, you make it affordable for people that might not have a lot of money, but you give them that $1 million experience.
Absolutely.
So that right there sets you apart.
That's exactly what the vision was. And that's what sets me apart from everyone else who maybe well-known, have thousands of followers. I don't have a lot of followers like that, or things like that. But I cater to my people. Yeah. Because I'm not giving you something that I don't want. Mm-hmm. I set the standard high because I expect it. Yes. I expect for the regular working woman, whether you are the CEO of the company or you the worker that's the janitor. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. I treat people with the same respect, and I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't matter on which playing field you're on, you're able to afford these events.
Yeah.
So it's no excuses.
That right there is what's gonna set you apart. And you might not have the following yet, but it's coming, baby, because it is quality over quantity. So when people see the quality, the quantity gonna come. Believe that.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. If someone is listening to this and they're at a standstill in their life due to limited beliefs, what would you say to them to encourage them?
One, believe in yourself. That's the main thing to do, is make sure that you believe in yourself. Make sure you believe in what you stand for. Make sure that you're believing what you're doing. Make sure that you are working with authenticity, as well as you are being able to be a people person. Make sure you're a people person. Make sure that you are, if you do believe in God, make sure you stay in your Bible. Make sure that you listen to your daily Bible verses, whether you listen to it, you read it. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure that you are,
summing it up, believe in yourself.
I want to say empowering. Make sure you're empowering yourself. Make sure you're inspiring yourself. You take someone that you hold to high standards, whether it's a mentor, and then from there, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you can't do it by yourself. It's okay that if you need some encouragement, then from there, you need some help, then come to you. Yeah. Come to you, coach. Come to you, come to me, come to our groups. Exactly. Come to our groups. We're going to put you in the right position. We're going to make sure that we give you the resources that you need to help you.
Yes.
Because of course, sometimes you need, of course, we're going to say, yes, believe in yourself. But when you have a problem with believing in yourself, we're a sisterhood. It's collaboration over competition all day.
All day. Better together, because I truly believe that somebody might not be able to receive from me what they can receive from you, but it can be the same exact message, because I believe that God assigns us our own special tribe when you go into work like this. I truly believe that. And I believe that it's better together, especially if we serving the same same purpose.
Exactly. It's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody.
Yes.
There's 9 billion people in this world.
Yes. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I remember I used to be really afraid to invest in myself because I just didn't have the money, for one. And for two, I didn't think it would do anything for me. But the moment I hired me a coach, my mind began to shift. And it wasn't because they fixed my life. It's because they gave me the tools to fix my own life. So
that's true. And then you have to go into it as far as believing that it's already done. Believing that it's already done. And if you believe that, then you know that it will be done.
Yes, absolutely.
So it doesn't matter how much money you spend, but if you know that at the end of the day, this is what the outcome is going to be of you doing this, it's just like you're paying your tithes.
Yeah.
Giving back. You pay God, but you got to pay yourself too.
Yeah, absolutely. And you sowing on good ground. So that's huge. Well, at Soul Food with Sadie, we like to plant a seed that we can leave with our listeners, something that will inspire them to become the best versions of themselves. That seed is just one word. So can you give them one word to ponder on until the next episode come out? Something that will inspire, empower, and encourage them to really thrive in who they are.
Tenacity.
Yes.
Tenacity.
Yes. So whatever tenacity means to you guys, go for it. Listen to that word and really ponder on that word, dig deep in that word, and begin to put an action plan in place so that you can practice tenacity in everything that you do. Thank you so much for being a guest on Soul Food with Sadie. How can someone connect with you? I'm sure someone's going to listen to this and they're going to want to just check out an event. How can someone contact you?
Okay, so before I tell you guys how y'all can contact me, for y'all that don't know what tenacity means, is being determined to not give up. So I want you to ponder, like she said, on that word. Look it up, meditate on it, and then from there, it's go time. It's go time. And then you guys can follow me at The Real Miesha. That's my personal page. Y'all ain't gonna find anything crazy on there. Nothing but some trips and going out. Yeah. Also, you can follow me at Sisters Empowerment Movement on Instagram. A Sisters Empowerment Movement. You can also follow us on Facebook. It's our Facebook group called Sisters Empowerment Movement.
Thank you again, Miesha, for being a guest on the show. All her information will be in the show notes. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep up the good work. I love what you do. You inspire me. I don't even know how I found your page, but you just really inspire me.
Look, this is what happened. So I was seeing you, and I came to Nikisa's event, and I think you were a speaker there.
Yeah.
That's how we connected. It was so long ago. It was like 2 years ago too.
That's when I first moved here.
Yes. Oh, that's when you first moved here.
Yep,
yes.
I was brand new.
Okay, yeah. So I met you at that event, and I just loved what you were talking about, and I wanted to connect with you. So I made sure that I did. And yeah, you've been rocking with me ever since, and I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being a guest on Soul Food with Sadie.
No problem. Thank you so much as well. Keep doing what you're doing, girl. You need some people to come. I got some guests. Look, got some guest speakers or something that will actually bring you to tears, honey. They have some good stories, and what they've been through definitely will. But you're gonna see some of them at the event. So
okay. Thank you. Was such a great episode. Miesha came with all the gems. What I took from that is I can encourage people even when I feel down about myself. I can encourage people, and that will allow me to get my breakthrough as well. A lot of times we stop doing something or we don't do something because we feel like, well, I'm not in this position. Nobody's going to believe in me. But as you can see, Miesha said that she had those same thoughts, but she still decided to encourage and motivate other women, and it helped her become who she is today. You guys, if there's something you want to do, something you stopped doing, start it back up and do it today. Your current situation does not dictate your final destination. Thank you all for tuning in to Soul Food with Sadie. What I took from that is I can start even though I feel some type of way about myself. I can help others reach their breakthrough and get my breakthrough as well. Thank you again for tuning in to Soul Food with Sadie. As always, take the seeds that are for you and leave the rest for others. Always make sure your cup is so full of goodness that you spill onto others. If you are interested in becoming a guest on the show, please email me at coach@SadieMayEvans.com, coach@SadieMayEvans.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in to Soul Food with Sadie. I am thankful for health in my body, peace in my mind, ears to hear and eyes to see. I am thankful for hands to write, legs and feet to stand, and wisdom to understand the gems that were given unto me today. I am thankful that I can create a strategy that I can implement into my life. I am thankful I am divinely created for such a time as this. I will be thankful for the small things, because the small things are only preparing me for the bigger things that are coming into my life.